Okay, hey everyone, we're just going to set up accounts payable module. It's going to be very similar to the way we set up the accounts receivable module. Again, it's not advanced, it's just really a basic setup to get the module going. This whole series of video, it's not going to be how you'd progress through a big, large-scale enterprise implementation. This would be really, to use a very cliched word, an agile way of setting up a system, just to get using it, to get used to it, to start testing, to start developing, to start really playing around with it. So if you got criticisms, I'm always happy to hear criticism. Ultimately, it helps me improve. So if you want to throw it down, but look, this is really a nice, quick and easy way to get a system up, and hopefully as you progress through the series you'll kind of see that, and we'll start tweaking things as we start getting into some more advanced topics. So cool, enough about that. Accounts payable. So again, accounts payable needs a creditors control main account. So what that means is anytime something goes through from the sub ledger and needs to go to the general ledger, it needs a main account that it can go to. So let's go to the general ledger. We'll go to the chart of accounts and we'll look over here for our liabilities. Okay, so we've only got directors loans over there for now, and we've got GST control. So what that means is we're going to create another one over here, and we're going to call that creditors control. So let's call it 403,000, and we'll call it creditors control. And we're going to call this a liability. And there we go. So that's created over there. So we can close this and now continue to set up the accounts payable. So accounts payable, set up, terms of payment, standard. We're happy with that. That's the same one we set up within accounts receivable. So you can see that terms of payment is actually shared between the sub ledgers. So I'm happy using the standard. And we want to now go into vendor groups. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm actually going to call this local, same as we did for customer, and this is local vendors. We might want to, at a future date, move this around a bit, but for now I'm happy with a single vendor group with the terms of payment and the default tax group being GST. Okay. We now want to set up a posting profile, so we'll go new, we'll call it standard. We'll then set it up, we'll then go all, and we will then choose 403, which is the creditors control, and that should be fine for now. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll just quickly go through the parameters, make sure everything's all good. We don't care about this just yet. We do care, however, about ledger and GST, and we want to choose the posting profile as standard. And there we go. That's enough to get vendors set up, or accounts payable, and we'll load an example vendor here just to prove that it works. So we're going to choose a vendor, and we're going to say so let's call this ALP. And it's actually the same one. So this is a global address book. So what that means is within AX, all of your contacts, customers, vendors, employees, they're all part of the same table. So you can have different instances of them, but ultimately it's the same record. So you can have something like ALP, for example, that can be both a vendor and a customer. And that's a new feature in AX 2012. Pretty good one. Maybe we'll do a series about that. I'm not sure. So I'm going to use a selected record. I'm going to go, yeah, cool. And I'm going to choose the group local. I want to make sure I choose the language here. And there we go. So here's our first vendor. So perfect. We've now set up our accounts payable and accounts receivable module from a very basic perspective. General ledger is set up from a very basic perspective. The next subledger, and the next episode will be cash and bank management. And this one will set up it very basic, and we'll slowly but surely start getting into some more advanced features pretty soon. That's all for now. If you like, please subscribe. If not, let me know why. Okay, cool. Ciao.